Hello and welcome to Common Sense TV. I'm your host, the Doctor of Common Sense. You see the two ladies on the screen there. A lot of this can be avoided. Very simple details can be avoided with a little common courtesy and a little common sense. We advocate for common sense in the Common Sense Nation. And here's a prime example of two women, neither one of them used any common sense. One's dead, one's going to spend a very long time in prison. This happened in the parking lot next to the PetSmart. Now, the story goes, and we'll let you see some of the video. 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson was shot to death. This happened on Tuesday outside of Dallas shopping center. And they were arguing over one not saying thank you. If I hold the door open for someone and they don't say thank you, I'm not saying anything. I'm going on about my business. I don't know what's happening in our society that we get all puffed up behind the most trivial things. The shooter's name, she's 22 years old. We got a couple of pictures. Once you look at the pictures, you can see why it escalated. I think her name is pronounced Keona Hamilton. They got a bunch of piercings all over their face. Not necessarily saying piercings is what's caused this, but all I'm saying is they didn't need any more holes in their damn head. Because it seems to me that they had enough holes in their head. Now, this is the picture. The shooter is the one, the younger looking one. The more African looking one happens to be the victim. Now, I'll give you some backdrop before I show you the pictures, the video of them. But I want to show you, this is a couple of pictures of them. Let me see if I can pull up. This is from their Facebook. The one on the left in the all white happens to be the victim. The victim's name is Cecilia Simpson. The shooter happens to be Keona Hamilton. You see, that's too much hood involved in this. Too much pride got involved. Now, this is how the story goes. One of the suspect, the victim, Cecilia Simpson's, her and her daughter were entering into a Five Below. They raised the heat to about 150 above. May have to change the name of the store, but they was going in the Five Above store, and Miss Hamilton was going in the store. Miss Simpson held the door open for Miss Hamilton, and Miss Hamilton did not say thank you. And this escalated. Now I can give you, after I let you see the video, I'm gonna tell you how I think the conversation went in my mind. She said something, I guess Miss Keona Hamilton didn't like what was said. And they says that Miss Simpson and her daughter, they got in the car, drove down to the PetSmart. Miss Hamilton followed them down to the pet stop because I guess she didn't like what the woman had said about her not saying thank you. Miss Simpson's daughter and Kiana gets into it because they're about the same age. I think the daughter is 20. And the people inside the PetSmart said, both of you all have to go. We cannot take this scenery inside. So initially, let's go through it. Miss Simpson can be considered as the one who started it because she got upset because she didn't say thank you. You may say with common courtesy, it ain't worth it though. So whatever was said got her riled up. She went down to the PetSmart because she's going to show everybody how much of a badass she is. And she commenced to confronting the daughter. Mother steps in. The PetSmart people put them out the store. By this time, Miss Hamilton went to the car and she got that iron. That's a pistol, if you didn't know. And they're arguing in the parking lot. One thing leads to another. Miss Hamilton throws a bottle of water at Miss Simpson's car. Miss Simpson gets out, starts punching Miss Hamilton in the face. Miss Hamilton pulls out the pistol, shoots her 3 times, she fled the scene. She's caught. Miss Simpson was rushed to the hospital. She dies. So she died in front of her daughter over a non-thank you. All I got to say is it wasn't worth it. Now, I got two news stories we're going to let you see, and you tell me what you think.
This affidavit says a woman was shot and killed outside a Dallas PetSmart after getting upset at a woman for not saying thank you.
Court documents say the victim, Cecilia Simpson, was shot several times after the dispute escalated into a parking lot fight. Peyton Yeager has more on the story tonight.
The family of 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson sent Fox 4 News these photos of the Duncanville mother of two. Friends and old classmates from Duncanville ISD also mourning the loss. According to an arrest warrant affidavit, Simpson was shot and killed after becoming upset because a woman she held the door open for didn't say thank you. The argument started at the store Five Below Tuesday and then spilled over to the PetSmart in the same South Oak Cliff shopping center off Wheatland Road. Investigators say 22-year-old Kiana Hampton followed Simpson and her daughter into the PetSmart. Employees there asked them to leave.
The screaming first caught my attention.
Fox 4 spoke to a 27-year-old ER nurse who walked out of the PetSmart as the two women were arguing in the parking lot.
The lady who was the shooter was still instigating, I guess, an argument or a fight or something. But the mom and daughter tried to get in their car and de-escalate the situation, but the lady wasn't having it.
According to the affidavit, Hampton later confirmed to detectives she engaged in the verbal dispute, entering the PetSmart twice and continuing the argument, throwing the drink bottle at Simpson's car when she was about to leave, and engaging in a physical altercation with her. That's when police say Hampton pulled out a gun and shot Simpson 3 times. Multiple nurses rushed to perform CPR, Simpson's daughter by her mom's side, while also on the phone with 911.
If I could just hug that daughter, I just feel so bad for her, and I just want her to know that I did everything I could. Those other people did everything they could.
Now, the suspect, Hampton, remains here at the Dallas County Jail. She does face a murder charge. Yesterday, police say the suspect did take off in her own vehicle. She was later arrested. Surveillance video from that shopping center captured the shooting itself and also the suspect's license plate. Steve?
Now, I asked you the question, was it worth it? Was it worth it? First of all, there's so many things that could have happened to avoid this. Now, first thing is that if you hold the door open for someone and they don't say thank you, move on, keep it popping. It's not worth it. You got your daughter with you. You guys are on a shopping spree. Whatever you were doing, it's not worth it. Some people are rude. I've held the door open for people and they didn't say thank you. I'm not going to confront them and act a fool. It ain't worth going to jail or getting yourself killed over something so stupid. Now, here's another clip of another story. I think this is a more update.
Attention to some new details revealed in that deadly shooting outside a PetSmart in Dallas. Now, this happened Tuesday, just off I-20 at a shopping center on Wheatland. Investigators say 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson was shot and killed, all due to an argument over a woman not saying thank you when Simpson held the door open for her. Police say it was 22-year-old Kiana Hampton who followed Simpson from one business to another. Witnesses say Hampton threw a bottle. Simpson got out of her vehicle, hitting her several times, and Hampton pulled a gun and fired 3 shots. Simpson later died at the hospital.
Very sad. We never know what's going to happen. Can't trust anybody.
Police say Hampton told them that she told Simpson to get away from her, but she is still charged with murder.
Well, that's a lot. See, she's not being forthcoming because initially Miss Simpson started it because the woman had said thank you. You can say that Miss Hampton started it by not saying thank you, but that's not worth an argument, in my humble opinion. What woman who is a professional person, and I'm not saying a profession having a profession, I'm saying that you could be a housewife. What housewife, what working woman, what self-respecting woman starts a big argument over one not saying thank you, the other one getting mad because the one said something to the one said thank you. So this Ms. Hamilton follows him down to the store. I can tell you that she went outside and got the damn gun when she came back in, because at first she went inside the PetSmart with an argument and she got into it with her daughter. She said, I'm gonna need some protection. She goes outside, get her gun. They argue some more. The people kick them out the store. Once they come out the store, Miss Simpson is trying to leave finally. She didn't got her feelings hurt. Miss Hampton then got her feelings hurt now. See, that's the problem when people pride gets in it. What happened to this particular story, there's a million things could have happened to avoid this. Open the door, they don't say thank you, move on. In your mind saying they're an idiot. Secondly, just say that Miss Simpson said something very rude to Miss Hamilton after she didn't say thank you. She not only got mad, she follows them down to the store because Miss Simpson and her daughter got in their car and drove down to the PetSmart. Miss Hamilton, they got the car, went in the store. She followed them into the damn store. She started arguing with the 20-year-old daughter first. Mama says, we're not going to have this. So she decides to keep arguing. She says, I'm going to get the pistol. She goes outside, gets her pistol, comes back in, argues some more. The people who work at PetSmart said, both of yous have to get out of the damn store. And see, both of them leaves the store, but Miss Hampton is wide up by now. You can just tell she's wide up. By looking at the pictures, you can tell she's wired up. So if you look at these pictures right here, just if a picture's worth 1,000 words, look at the pictures. These are two pictures of both of them, So you can tell that this is, no offense, but a certain mentality that's associated with the ghetto, the urban ghetto. And that mindset has got a bunch of people killed because they're pride. See, no offense, but Miss Simpson seems like she was kind of trying to bully, but gonna make you say thank you. Miss Hampton, you can tell is from the hood. And what happened after that, because do I got the picture of her close up? Because her eyebrows is up here on top of her head. I don't know what that's about, but it's kind of creepy looking. Let me see if I got the picture of her eyebrows. I didn't understand why her eyebrows was that close up on top of her head like that. You can kind of see it on that picture. See the eyebrow? Yeah, you can see it on that picture. That's just I don't know if it's eyebrows or hair. She got the baby hair right there. Whatever that is, that's hood. That's completely hood right there. And so they decided that we were going to let this escalate into a full-fledged murder. Because both of y'all lives are ruined right now. One's dead and one's gonna go to prison. Because once it got crunk up, like they said, turn it up. Once it got turned up, Miss Hamilton was not getting it turned down. Because whatever Miss Simpson said to her must really irritated her. And you can tell by looking at the pictures that neither one, look at, do it look like either one of them cannot go off? And it's a tragedy. Don't get me wrong, it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy this woman lost her life over something so stupid. You held the door open. You don't really hold the door open for somebody just to say thank you. It's common courtesy. And yes, she should say thank you, but is it worth dying over? I don't think it's worth dying over. But it's sometimes you can look at a picture of people and you can kind of tell, you know what I mean? Now this is Miss Simpson looking like little Bo Peep right here, lost the sheep. This is another picture of Miss Hamilton. Does it look like she don't know how to act in public? And so all of this was avoidable, but for some reason, sometimes people just don't want to avoid stuff. And when you have two people who don't try to avoid something and they want to be ignorant, you're going to get, this is what you get time and time again. Don't understand people getting this worked up over something so misdemeanor. She doesn't say thank you, move on. You don't go follow, but you don't go follow somebody to another damn store, arguing in the store, acting a damn fool. It got so heated in there that they had to turn the damn people had to put them out the damn store. Let me try to help some people. I know there's a lot of people who go for bad, but there's a lot of people who's dead go for bad too. There's a lot of people in prison go for bad too. Some things is not worth dying or arguing over. It's just not worth it. I've held the door open for people. They didn't say thank you. I don't even address it. It ain't worth addressing. But what I'm not gonna do is, I'm not, especially in this day and time, most people on medication, whether it's prescription or non-prescription, they're not stable. You start arguing with one of these damn fools, all hell is going to break loose. And that's kind of what happened. All hell broke loose. Because once these people get their ego involved, they are not going to back down because they got to have their quote street cred. This is ridiculous. This is absurd. You lose your life over somebody not saying thank you. You throw your life away over somebody not saying thank you. I don't understand the mindset of this. This is something that can easily be avoided. But when you have this type of mindset, you are prone to see people acting in a way that they would normally act. See, one got the duck lip, the other one, if you see these, like this picture, one of these is a mug shot of Ms. Hampton, but you can look at them and tell that it's probably going to be an issue with them because, no offense, it just seems like they would act like this in public. That's what I get from it. Now, I know that don't seem very kind for you to say, but I'm not trying to mock anybody. I'm just saying sometimes it's just best to let things go. See, before I get to this point right here, look at the picture. What she? Oh, her tongue is pierced too. Other one got like, I don't know, 5, 6 piercing. Is that a bow on her face? I don't even know what that is. But she got the little baby hat in the front. She's bending over. The other one here, they got the piercing. She got a chest tattooed up. Not necessarily saying this is the problem, but sometimes I can look at certain people and tell you when they are not going to know how to act. Have you ever been able to just look at somebody and say, you know what? It's probably going to be a problem with these people. Because it just seems to me, this is at a PetSmart in a below 5. So evidently they got the heat turned up in there and it didn't end very well. The moral of the story is if somebody don't say thank you, damn it, just ignore it. And don't follow them down to the other store, even if they insult you. It's not worth it.